Hello people and welcome to ARK Survival Evolved. In this video I'll be showing you the starter house that I usually almost always aim for and the house I upgrade to. From there you should be able to build whatever palace or mansion you want. But for the starter house it's quite a simple thing. It's 3 by 2 on the floor. Nice and simple. You can start building it out of thatch and then upgrade it to wood. It's nice and easy. A bed in the corner. Throw down a mortar and pestle as soon as you can. And that way you can start crafting your narcotics and gaining XP that way. Nice and easy. Just make sure it's 2 high all round. Nice and wood. Roof on top. That should get you some XP rolling in. A couple of, if I can walk through my door, a couple of store boxes at the back. I used big ones because obviously we all like some big space. I tamed a dodo, nice and easy straight away, and from there, as this one you can tell is named Fridge, I just use it to store berries and the occasional eggs that I get. If you can get yourself a trike nice and quickly as well, shouldn't be too hard. You can stand on a rock and fire stones at its head. They're great for harvesting the berries which you keep for food in here and for your narco berries in there. As you're just generally harvesting stone and whatnot, you should be able to get bits of metal and make yourself a forge and a smithy. And if you get yourself 2 pteranodons, get one which I just use and only boost the stamina and melee on it, and that way you can fly longer, further, and you'll be able to attack scorpions and get chitin that way. If you get yourself a second one, which you just pump the weight on, you won't be riding it, but you will have it follow you everywhere you go when you fly on this one to collect metal. And that way, from here, you can make yourself a full suit of metal armor, you can make yourself guns, you'll be able to make yourself tranq bullets. You should be able to survive fairly easy in here. This is almost all you need to get started with, basically. For the next step, we'll be upgrading from this simple little starter house into something not too complex, but it should give you some safety and security against most dinosaurs, because it will have a stone bottom. It should have plenty of storage in there, because if you're going to be building big, you'll want plenty of storage. And it should give you all the necessary amenities to keep the XP coming in and crafting. So I will get on that one in just a minute for you. See you then. Alright, I'm back and I've got some stuff. So what I'm going to do is place the base somewhere here. I like to build it near water, because then it gives me the option of expanding across onto the water and having a constant supply for if I add a greenhouse onto it. So, I think that it may need to be. Will that do it? I think that will do it. It's high enough, we'll put that up there. Across here. One up there. Where's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. That is not big enough just yet. We don't want that sticking all the way through the top, please. Thank you very much. Do you want it? Yep. This time we're going to be doing it 5 wide by 6 long. So now it's just a case of placing the floors and the ceilings. As you can see, these ones are out of stone, because obviously the stone is stronger against dinosaurs. And there's a lot of dinosaurs on the island that we don't want destroying our house. Through to the floor, please. All the way to the floor. Floor, floor, and floor. Okay, I've finished off all the flooring. I've added a couple of ramps to get in and out, and I've put stone wall around the outside that's too high. I mean, I'm in a fairly safe area here, but generally in most areas, unless you're surrounded by like the biggest dinosaurs, the 2 stone high walls should give you a fair bit of protection. I've put in 3 wood walls here, only 1 high, they're not for defence or anything. They're in the middle of the base so that it's easier to line up the storage, and as you might be able to tell, I've got a fair stack of storage with me, because I'm a bit of a hoarder, you see. So I like to collect lots of stuff, especially when it comes to games with resources and like the random engrams that give you different strength weapons and stuff like that. So I have got a whole lot of storage to place down now, and I will get back to you when I've placed it all down. Okay, all the storage is in. We've got 10 storage crates up each row, and we have got 2 bookcases. One I use for like all the structural stuff and random things. The other one I keep for all the weapons and armour. Just makes it easier to sort through when you're searching for specific ones. And this upstairs area is where we're going to start building a floor, and this will be our living area up here, or living / working area. These aren't ramps, these are sloped ceilings, or sloped wood roofs, you can see it there. Now it's just a matter of placing some wood floor here, but we're not placing it over the whole floor. Or over the whole floor, over the whole ceiling / floor, I guess, you know. We're only going out as far as this way, because we're going to be putting a dinosaur gate there, and we need somewhere for our dinosaurs to actually come in. So we quickly fill out this floor nice and simply, and then we'll be walling around the outside too high again, this time in wood. Because there's no need to be so defensive if there's no dangerous huge dinosaurs in your area. Okay, so I've put in all the wood walls around the outside now. I've added a roof ceiling, and I've put some wooden walls around the edge here just to stop random fallings off, and because we're going to be building up here, mainly for the look of things. But you can miss the walls out of here if you want, just so you can jump off down easy enough. The good thing about building a lot of this out of wood is that it can all be built in the little hut that we've got out there, including the stuff that we're about to put in here. Fabricator. Oh, nice. We'll stick a smithy nearby. What do we want now? A couple of forges. You may add a few more forges, I probably would. Stick some beds in. I always add a couple of beds, because you never know, if you die a couple of times you might want to respawn quickly. Try to spread it out, make it a nice big bed, lots of pillows. Who doesn't like that sort of thing? Down the middle, / the middle-ish, I like to stick just a whole stack of these, because when you start mixing all your spark powder and your gunpowder and whatnot, you're going to be wanting to get a lot working at the same time. Alright, and now I'm going to have to use the refinery. What do we call it? The old hoo-ha, just to make up some bits and bobs, and then I'll be back in a second. Alright, I'm putting on the dinosaur gate now, and I know some people like to do this by eye. I find it much easier just using a fence foundation, because then it allows the dinosaur gate to just snap to. It's nice and simple, nothing to worry about. The dinosaur gate is on. Now everything that you see in here, everything that we've built so far, we've built in our little hut outside. The little hut out there. The only things that we have to really build whilst we're in here at the moment, I have built now. We have got the electrics that we need to get running. Some straight cable, conduit. Built 3 fridges, because I like storing things. And an industrial sized grill. Because who doesn't like to cook lots of meat fast? Okay, so we've got everything placed now. A grill, a fabricator, we've got the generator, we've got some fridges, we've got some fuel somewhere. Boom, all powered up. You get everything you need now to build the biggest house you want. Best space you need. We've got all the storage down here. I've even brought the dinosaurs inside. It shows that there's plenty of room in here. I've added a food trough here. Before I've had like several monkeys down here, dodos. We've had a stegosaurus in here, parasaur, raptors. We've had direwolves and saber-tooths and beelzebuffs in here, so you can fit it all in here, not a problem. One expansion you may wish to make at some point, if I can, you demolish this wall and put in a doorway here, and because we've built it over the water, you can add yourself a nice greenhouse over here. You could expand the back of the base and grow all the crops you need for your kibble and whatnot. You could even have a dung beetle in there as well. I've had that before with the dung beetle in there, and then I just use, say, a dodo or a pteranodon just to store all the fertilizer on. If we close the gates again, I've also made an additional change upstairs. I threw in a hatch and a ladder. And if I climb up, because I have also expanded the air wing. I've got a main bird that I fly around on, a main RG, and then the other 3 I use to tow along behind with me, just so that I can stack them up with extra metal and stuff. It's just easier that way. So let me know what you think of the base. Let me know any changes you'd make to the base. I mean, you could add some windows, make it prettier. So say we've got the greenhouse down there. If you wanted to protect these a bit more, you could just add yourself another layer of flooring up here. But nearly everything in this base, we built with that little base down there. And then you can use this base to build everything you want for a massive fortress. So yeah, write down in the comments. Let me know what you think, what you change. Let me know about your ideas, your bases. And until next time, stay safe and have fun.